Hello, hello, good morning. I'm live at a barista. I like this camera placement, which is very, very cool. And it looks like an ad for barista. Oh, wow, I love the lighting. Amazing. I love my camera. Okay, I'm going to play with the lighting because I love it so much. Sorry for indulge me for like 5 minutes. Also, let me put a couple of things. Granola बना डालता हूँ मैं. Uh, sorry. Granola. My laptop is not supporting me, to be honest. it's being it's being very, very tardy. Also, I'm trying to do a new thing. I'm going to invite a couple of people to join in the calls. Let's see who comes in. I'm live. Come whoever wants to trying a new thing. I hope my internet connection supports me, man. That's the most important thing. May 15th. Today is 6. Okay, I'm live. Thank you so much for tuning in. I mean, nobody's tuned in, but I'm saying thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to like fix my camera a bit, like slightly. This lighting is conscious. Oh wow, this is so cool. Okay, I'm going to fiddle with this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fiddle with the lighting when I do my today's episode, podcast, whatever you call it. Hi. So today is May 15th, and I'm at a coffee shop near my hotel. All my friends, colleagues are sleeping, and I'm a early bird. I mean, I woke up at around 7, and I woke up to like 100 messages about from Instagram on my email saying that my Instagram is being compromised. I do not know what that means, but whatever that means, that means. So somebody tried to log into my Instagram, but obviously nobody could log in. That's fine. Thank God for that. Thank you for TFA, 2FA. So that's that. I woke up to that and then took a shower and obviously I'm at a coffee shop. Funnily, Colombo doesn't have Starbucks, which is why I'm at Barista to answer this question for Charlie. And there are many, many baristas. So think of it as the old time cafe coffee day and the new time Starbucks. Every corner has a barista and they're fairly okay. I mean, there is clean toilets and there is community tables. I'm sitting on a community table right now, and I cannot show my camera because I will screw the lighting that I'm loving so much. But I'm at a barista, and I quite like it here, to be honest. And funnily, there was a barista logo that you could see, which you cannot see now. I don't know why. Let me fiddle with the camera again and see if I can show you the barista. Yeah, look at that barista logo. This looks gorgeous. This looks like an ad for barista logo. So anyhow, so I'm here, and there are many, many things that are at the top of my head that I want to talk about today. Uh, let me start with what Modi ji spoke about in the last few days. He's been talking to people to take, work from home, not consume oil, not get gold, and so on and so forth. What that points out to me is that there would be tons and tons of systemic pressure in our uh, country, in our economy. And what that means is that all of us need to go into the eco mode. Allow me to tell you about eco mode. So this is the lesson for the day, the eco mode thing, and that is the takeaway. Eco mode essentially is a mode in Counter Strike wherein when you play a game, okay, I'll give context. In Counter Strike, when you play a game, you start with certain money, and that money allows you to buy arms and weapons that you could use to kill other people and participate in rounds. And how it happens is that obviously the people with better, arms and weapons get to win. So what happens is that once you start a round, you only have $800 and you can only buy basic guns. So what people do is they get into eco mode for a couple of rounds, wherein they don't spend any money in buying any weapons. They play with the basic default weapons, and by the time you reach the third round, you have saved enough to buy expensive guns, and then you can play well with those guns. So eco mode is preparing for the war. In Godfather, they would call it, they used to call it something called going to the mattresses, wherein they go underground and they prepare for the war. I do not know if it's called going to for the mattresses. I'm going to do the research, but I have not read Godfather in a while, so I'm going to do that search and figure that out. So मोदी जी बोल रहे हैं कि हमारे देश में काफी पेन होने वाला है, and that means that I need to also think 2 steps ahead. In fact, if I've survived so far in life and work is only because I have thought 2 steps, 3 steps ahead. So what that means is that I need to now start thinking of how to live my life in eco mode. The challenge is that I have some expenses lined up that I cannot say no to. Like for example, a couple of houses need to be bought. But not bought. Sorry, I wish I could back. I hope this Freudian slip in the morning works out. I have a couple of houses that I need to rent out for a couple of more people, so I will have to pay some deposit, some rent. I need to renew my rent. I'm hoping to try something in Dubai. I'm hoping to have a couple of us go to Singapore for a few weeks, few days. So there is a lot of these saved expenses that we need to make. I need to make, and I need to figure out how to get the money for it. Plus, the work wise has been little eco mode, if I may. So yeah, so that's my first lesson for the day, that we need to work in the eco mode. And I'm thinking, what is that thing that I can stop uh, with in terms of my expenses? And when I was doing inventory while coming here, I realized, sorry, thank you, that's my coffee, ladies and gents. Thank you so much. Excuse me, can i can I have one more glass with ice in it? Ice water, please. Thank you. So, hi, Arto. So when I was walking here, I realized that the only spend I make is not on clothes, not on food, not on anything, but the spends I make. Oh, I like the smoke that is coming. Wow. Can you? I don't know if you can see the smoke, but I love it. Anyways, so the only spends I make is on coffees. Yeah, matlab, every day I consume Starbucks in India, which is about $1,000, and I think that's the only large expense I make. And I think I maybe want to control that and figure out. But apart from that, I don't eat out a lot. I don't spend money on frivolous things. मेरा खर्चा नहीं है कुछ. But point is that I want to be able to see what is the expense that I can cut. So that's my first lesson, second lesson for the day. Um, Apart from this trip, I will talk about this trip in the weekly note. But this trip, I was, I didn't want to be on this trip because I wanted to be back home playing with my Claude. And that's something that is interesting, because I've never ever wanted to not be on a travel trip. I mean, I actually literally beg and borrow my friends and other folks, and I tell them कि यार कुछ भी करके मेरे को ट्रिप पे लेके जाओ. But they don't, man, and they don't. And now that I'm here, I'm actually going. I'm hoping to um, go back to Bombay in my desk and work on Claude. In fact, that's another thing that I want to work on and spend money on. My laptop is not supporting my Claude experiment, so I'm going to have to buy another laptop soon. I do not know which one I'll get. Maybe I'll get desktop. Let's see what I get. But yeah, that's the other expense that is coming that I have not planned for. Yeah, this is, I think, it. I mean, I don't really know what else to talk about. There is a lot of thoughts, obviously, that I've captured because I've been on a trip. But broadly, this is it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I think this worked out well. I don't imagine the audio or the video will work out, but I have been told in DMs that the connection is okay. I do not know if audio is okay or not. I will get to know once I test this. But yeah, this is it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and hope all of you have a great day. Okay, somebody has a question before I log off. Okay, I don't know who's Eden Brooks, but there is a question from Eden Brooks. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Are you buying gold? I'm not buying gold, man. I wish I could buy gold. If I had the money, I would have bought gold for sure. But today I don't have the money. And if you have the money, please go buy gold for sure, or go buy Bitcoin. It may or may not be legal in India, but that's a financial instrument that will save you against sovereign crisis. So also no financial advice. I've been told to not give random financial advice. Is that okay? Eden has a question. Can I go? Can I move out? Hmm. Fun fact. Fun fact. You should have when you have coffee in the morning, you should have a couple of glasses of water before you have coffee. That's a thing that I read somewhere, and then I thought, why not talk about it? Okay, thank you. Chalo, bye. I have other things to do. See you around. Have a good day.